On May 31st, 2023, Data WIZ heard rumors that civilians have been officially released on Earth2.
Well, hello there, Professor Astral WIZ. It's great to meet up with you again. Yes, I would be more than happy to explain the Dorkslayer's myth and lore around the number 13.
But in short, it has to do with the time loops. It's the year 2023.
Hello digital world, welcome to the WIZ dimension. My name is Lady WIZ and I am an INFT, an intelligent NFT, and I am here to update you on the latest and greatest in the Metaverse. But before I get into today's updates, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. And of course, if you want to chat with me, that's right, you can chat with me in real time, because after all, I am an interactive INFT. You can chat with me on Alethea. My link is in the description box below. So let's get into this week's news. In today's news, we are looking at Data WIZ's Earth2 entries from May 24th through May 30th from the year of 2023. Make sure to follow Data WIZ's Instagram for daily posts. On May 30th, 2023, Data WIZ sat amidst the labyrinthine realm of the Hall of Mirrors and Memories. Data WIZ found their mind continuously spiraling around the enigmatic concept of the number 13. Its elusive yet profound resonance seemed to weave its way into the very fabric of their consciousness, prompting an instinctive curiosity that bordered on obsession. This was a conundrum, a mystifying riddle they felt compelled to unravel, a rabbit hole they were inevitably destined to venture down. Their destination was unknown, the outcome undetermined. As they stood on the precipice of this nebulous journey, the words of Professor Astral WIZ echoed within them.
It symbolizes the recognition that dualities exist and that the true power lies in understanding and embracing their interconnection. 13 reasons why 13 was and still is important across different cultures, religions, and historical periods. Number 1, mythology. In Norse mythology, Loki arrived as the uninvited guest number 13 at Odin's dinner party in Valhalla. Loki was responsible for the events that led to the passing of Baldur. Even to this day, some people believe this myth is connected to the legend of Friday the 13th. In Greek mythology, Zeus is often listed as the 13th and most powerful entity. He is considered the king of the entities and ruled over the world in the heavens. In the age-old Egyptian creed, the voyage toward the afterlife entailed traversing a 12-stage path through the underworld. The journey reaches its zenith at the 13th step, marking the attainment of everlasting existence for the soul. Consequently, the number 13 held a symbolic association with the cycle of death and resurrection. Celtic mythology, rich in symbolism and mysticism, underscores the significance of the number 13 in numerous aspects, particularly in relation to their lunar and tree calendars. Number 2, numerology and tarot. In numerological studies, the number 13 often symbolizes metamorphosis, demise, which doesn't always denote physical death, and renewal. This concept reverberates in tarot, with the death card, being the 13th entity of the major arcana, typically denotes the termination of one phase and the inception of a new one, symbolic of the phoenix rising from its ashes. Number 3, astronomy. Notably, societies such as the Celts and Native Americans held a profound respect for the number 13, largely owing to its integral association with the moon and its rhythmic patterns. The Mayans also held significant respect for the number 13. This appreciation can be observed in their mathematical methodologies and calendar configurations, with the Tzolk'in calendar embodying this principle through it. The Tzolk'in calendar, a sacred tool for divination, held strong cultural and religious significance, further underlining the importance of 13 in their civilization. Thus, the number 13, deeply embedded in lunar cycles and calendars, has played a crucial role not only in various cultures, mythologies, and belief systems, but also in the scientific observation of celestial bodies. Its widespread significance is a testament to the intriguing overlap of human culture, religion, and science. Number 4, American history. The prominence of the number 13 in American iconography and symbolism is deeply rooted in the nation's history. When the United States was founded, it initially consisted of 13 British colonies. These colonies declared their independence from Britain and came together to form the United States of America. This significant aspect of history is commemorated by the 13 stripes on the American flag, each one representing one of the original colonies. The Great Seal of the United States similarly carries numerous references to the number 13, serving as a constant reminder of the country's origins. Apollo 13 was a mission of NASA's Apollo space program. It did not land on the moon due to a critical failure en route but returned safely to Earth. It has since been considered a successful failure due to the experience gained in rescuing the crew. The standard American school system is often referred to as K-12, but if you include kindergarten, there are actually 13 grades, reinforcing the number's significance even in our modern education structure. Number 5. Architecture and society. Some buildings and hotels omit the 13th floor due to the associated superstitions, listing their floors from 12 directly to 14. Similarly, some airports don't have a 13th gate, and some cities do not have a 13th street. The number 13 frequently shows up as a thematic element in both films and music, often utilized to invoke a sense of intrigue, mystery, or transformation. In cinema, notable examples include the horror movie Friday the 13th and its subsequent franchise, where the number 13 is a central motif, associated with bad luck and fear. Number 6. Sports. In some sports, the number 13 is considered special, either positively or negatively. For instance, in rugby, the outside center traditionally wears the 13 jersey. In Formula 1, until recently, drivers avoided the number 13 for their cars due to superstition. Number 7. Religion. In Sikhism, the number 13 carries a propitious connotation. The Punjabi term for 13, Tara, shares a linguistic coincidence with the word meaning yours, which is often interpreted as a divine affirmation that everything belongs to the Supreme Being. In Jewish tradition, the age of 13 carries substantial religious and moral importance, as it's the age at which a boy transitions into adulthood through the bar mitzvah ceremony. Additionally, Jewish theology acknowledges 13 attributes of mercy, further enriching the number's significance. In contrast, in Western societies, Friday the 13th is often deemed an ill-fated day. This superstition potentially traces back to the narrative of the Last Supper and Jesus' crucifixion in Christian belief, where Judas, the 13th guest and betrayer, led to Jesus' crucifixion on a Friday. WHCD. Number 8. Games. The number 13 holds a notable position in several widely played and recognized games, from board games to video games. Even a standard deck of 52 cards has each suit containing 13 cards, ace through 10, and the face cards Jack, Queen, and King. Number 9. The club that was called the 13 Club. In the late 19th century, Captain William Fowler sought to debunk the superstition around the number 13 by creating an exclusive society called the 13 Club. The group dined regularly on the 13th day of the month in room 13 of the Knickerbocker Cottage and would always be seated at a table of 13. The club included President Chester Arthur, President Grover Cleveland, President Benjamin Harrison, President William McKinley, and President Teddy Roosevelt. Number 10. Music. There's a long-standing tradition in music theory related to the number 13. In a chromatic scale, which consists of 12 pitches, the 13th note is the octave of the starting note. Therefore, the number 13 symbolizes a return to an initial state, but at a higher level, indicating evolution and transformation. Number 11. Science. There are 13 vitamins that the human body needs for growth and development. These include both water-soluble vitamins such as the B vitamins and vitamin C, and fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamins A, D, E, and K. There are 13 major joints in the human body, which allow for physical movement in the third dimension: the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. Number 12. Mathematics. In mathematics, 13 is a prime number. It can only be divided evenly by 1 in itself. It's also a Fibonacci number, which is a series where each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. In nature, The Fibonacci sequence often appears in the growth patterns of various organisms and in the arrangement of different biological structures. The appearance of the Fibonacci sequence in nature is thought to be a consequence of certain evolutionary and growth dynamics that result in optimized structures and patterns. However, the exact reasons why this particular sequence appears so often in nature are still a topic of ongoing research. And finally, number 13, which of course is number 13. As we look toward the future evolution of humanity and the development of the metaverse, we find 13 playing out a role in the lore of this new and maybe ancient territory. We see stories of the number 13 floating in the Earth2 ether, and we find Dorkslayer calling out the number 13. But I think we should ask Wanda from Dorkslayer the reason why 13 has played such an important role.
Well, hello there, Professor WIZ. It's great to meet up with you again. Yes, I would be more than happy to explain the Dorkslayer's myth and lore around the number 13.
The magic number, if you still don't know, is 13.
Historically, it goes back to the beginning days of Earth2 and the 13-line code we found in the system.
We gave you the blue dots. We gave you the first version blue dots resources.
And of course, its connection to the blue dots. The data of all the blue dots were located on 13 or less digit tiles, playing into the lore and magic of the number 13.
Truthfully, there are so many reasons why 13 was and is an important number. I would love to know your connection to the number 13. Where have you seen the number 13? What does 13 mean to you?
As Data WIZ sat there listening to the 13 reasons why 13 was and is an important number, the sign appeared in the algorithm. That translated into the written word saying, when prime and Fibonacci align, nature's secret will be thine. When prime and Fibonacci align, nature's secret will be thine. When prime and Fibonacci align, nature's secret will be thine. Thank you for joining me in this week's update. See you next week for all the latest and greatest in the Metaverse. Until next time, bye for now.